Good morning, afternoon, and evening to the Hollow Knight community. We are here for a fabulous race between Elle and Ria and Blossom and AP, aka Team Grub Hat. See how it all goes down as another chapter in our Blackout True Ending randomizer tournament. My name is Herm. I'll be one of your commentators for tonight, and I am joined on the microphone by the lovely and illustrious Floofy.
Yeah.
We are in for a race that is full of grub lovers, and we have 46 grubs at the center of the board. Um, Racers have requested that we make grub noises. I will be doing my best. I'll be doing my best to adhere to this promise. Floof, whether or not you choose to adhere is up to you.
Meanwhile, um, it looks like all our racers are ready, so I will go ahead and count them down.
That
Uh,
is a massive win. Really do love to see it.
be starting soon on the restream. Um, the start locations seem very, how do I put it? They're basically the same location. Um,
Wait, you're actually so right. Yeah, they're
both,
accessible from
yeah,
each other.
both players only have access to Queen Station and Green Path. So hopefully someone finds a stag or some movement item that lets the Queen Station player go into Fungal or somewhere else.
Yeah. No, at least for now, we're rather trapped. But hopefully, yeah, hopefully we'll be able to get out soon. Floof, with your participation in the Ds, I'd be interested in hearing your thoughts on this board. What stands out to you?
I mean, the center goal is obviously to create 46 grubs as one of the gimmicks. I really haven't looked at the board too closely. I see Get All Seer checks, Kalos Out, Dream Bosses, all of which are they can be annoying, but aren't too long to get, with the exception of maybe Kalos Out.
Yeah.
Because that means that ideally the teams would want to have one player do both Deepness and Kingdom's Edge.
Yeah. It's definitely a long journey. But thankfully we're not seeing a ton of random obtains. Which I think is probably we have Sprint Master, Dash Master, but not a ton overall, which is pretty nice. Sometimes you can just get a board that is super full of them, and that can make the race very frustrating or long out of nowhere. So our runners might be breathing a sigh of relief about that.
Definitely less chance of any one team just missing that crucial last item they need to finish.
Yeah, it's not a good feeling. Looks like we are having our first grub saved by both teams. So, as the kids say, me mama. Oh my gosh, Blossom has tiny grubs following them. That's so wonderful. Blossom also sent to me before this race, when I was doing some pre-race check-ins with the runners, they sent me their own personal mod that replaces boss music with boss music sung by grubs, and it's really quite incredible. We're not featuring their audio today. I do recommend that you check it out and ask Blossom about it because it is absolutely a work of art.
Yeah, Blossom put a lot of work into doing that, and it's really quite amazing.
Yeah. A talented musician in addition to an absolute gamer.
Okay, so we see resting ground stag picked up from both teams, which allows the teams to split more evenly.
Yes. And there's a sea dash. That's fun and to see. Oh, and there's the random obtain.
Oh, nice.
Zero notch sprint master is never gonna hurt anybody.
Yeah, and it looks like blue team is gonna be quicker to resting grounds thanks to their split, which had the Queen Station player do the shorter side of Green Path towards the Hunter, while the one that started in Fog Canyon goes towards Hornet, which takes longer.
Oh, that's a very good observation. I wouldn't have thought of that, but that does make a lot of sense. Yeah, AP and Blom are both very experienced rando players. And they both expressed to me that they're very excited to play this tournament together. They love playing together. Oh, and there's a dive, which is big with resting grounds access, because otherwise you can get a little bit imprisoned there. And we will see Blom heading that way. Yeah, once you have a dive, you really opened up a great deal of the map. A dive with resting grounds and basin as the areas of access is definitely pretty nice, and C dash is making it all the more comfy and possible at the same time. So thankfully, I think the progression train has been pretty linear so far. So we should see a purple team hot on their trail.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised by the decision to split resting grounds and basin instead of having one person go into fungal with D-Dash. But it looks like it's been
That's a
paying
good
off
point.
since they're finding more of a chain with, oh my god, Ismas and DV Stag.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, the the obtains just keep coming, huh? Yep. Do that classic check. No, I mean this has really paid off for blue team so far. And we'll continue to see as Blossom heads into Beast Den to get the checks they can. Um, yeah, unfortunate that I think as you're saying, Floof, purple team is definitely that chain of the C dash into fungal, but at the same time they're missing the progression that paid off for blue team right now, which is a bit unfortunate.
I think most teams would have one player go towards fungal and crossroads just because of how dense those areas are.
Yeah.
And there's a much higher chance that like shots will pay off as opposed to the one-off checks. However, like seeds, sometimes you just have to follow where the progression takes you.
Yeah, I think this is a really good example of like trying to read the seed, and figure stuff out, which in this case paid off. But I absolutely agree with like the check density of Fungal and Crossroads being able to get access to all of these shops, like that's also going to be huge. And so hopefully that will pay off for Purple Team in some way.
I'm honestly very surprised that no one on blue has gone into fungal yet, just considering how stacked shops can be. Blossom is
Yeah.
electing to clean up green path. And AP is still doing all the cleanup he possibly can before going to fungal.
Yeah, it's definitely very thorough, but I agree with you, Floof, that it is a bit interesting to see Blom go in and like fight MMC and all that jazz. When there's a VS, that's fun and fresh. When there's just so much density up there. Rhea has also located the dive, and so we'll see if they head to RG with that or if they just keep exploring. It looks like they're going through Green Path for now. So we will have to see where that ends them up. Did L get leg eater bench or no?
I would hope so, given that leg eater
I would
is
also hope so.
accessible and in logic.
Yeah.
But going down
And
to
useful.
do right fungal without any vertical movement.
Yeah.
It's not something most people would do, given that it's not very check dense. And Crossroads is just the same distance away, but with a lot more checks. So this is an interesting play that could pay off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that definitely we will have to see. Rhea now going the same way that Blom was going earlier with these lower green path checks. L getting my favorite grub in the game, Grub Fungal Bouncy. I know this is not a grub beloved by all, but it's my very favorite because it has the best name. There's no other grubs that have as awesome of a name as Grub Fungal Bouncy. And to that I say, that's all I have. We gotta get hype for Grub Fungal Bouncy.
So true.
What's your favorite grub?
It's hard to pick favorites.
That's true.
Make me do
this. You make a fair point. Sorry, I cut you off. What were you saying?
So it looks like Blossom has basically exhausted their options in Green Path, so they have to follow AP into Fungal, which is just the awkward nature of having two starts that are basically identical.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
pretty
definitely
sure we'll see
a little
Rhea
bit of
do the same pretty soon. Well,
it's definitely a little bit of a feels bad moment.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. No, you're fine. Well, there's a white fragment, so well, they're very likely to head up that way anyway. But it's good to know that we have one of those. I was also just noting the King's Friend from both teams, with Hidden Village Stag, Hidden Station. We're getting there. Station that's a bit. Hidden Village. Yeah, actually, the White Palace is a hidden village. And I also just wanted to state that, you know, if you get womboed by Grub Fungal Bouncy, just know that in suffering, there's the opportunity to appreciate beauty. That's all I have to say.
No. UFC Dash.
UFC Dash! Yeah, it was mentioned to me one of the first races I commentated coming back that like a great way to tell about the experience of a player is when and how they know about using their C dash, because it requires a lot of game knowledge, and remembering to use your C dash is also definitely playing the game on hard mode.
This is incredibly unfortunate.
Yeah, this is truly for L.
Here.
Oh no.
And so close to a bench.
Oh no. Bestie. Yeah.
She realizes.
We're gonna warp out. Polly mentioning this jump is probably impossible. Yeah, you really do hate to see it. So close to a bench. Yeah, so it now seems like we'll see AP heading into Mantis Village. And
Blom going to do some gallivanting around Crossroads.
Rhea is checking Water Shell, which I don't think we've seen. Or if we
No,
have,
I don't
I've
think so.
missed. So this could
I don't think we've seen a
also
Balder Shell check
be
yet.
something.
It definitely is
Unfortunately.
something. Yeah.
So,
Maybe not the something we want. But
oh, AP showing off verticalist escape from Mantis Claw.
oh, that is really cute. That is impressive.
That's a very
He
nice
definitely
piece of tech
a gamer.
that
Yeah.
is really helpful, since if you tend to just get stuck in Mantis Claw if you go for that check.
Yes, I hadn't seen that before, and I am definitely very impressed. It looks very nice to learn. We are going to see resting grounds to a greater extent here from Purple Team, which is good, because it will provide them more direction to the chain that I've been on. And we're also seeing shops here from Blom. I didn't see anything of particular note from Salubra, but I will flag the fact that they got. Oh, I think that's a big.
They got 2 dashes back to back. I think one of them was at Salubra, and one from Dashmaster.
Oh, they must have already bought. Oh my gosh, yeah, I feel so bad for Elle. I feel so bad. Dashmaster, and it seems like she didn't have the leg eater bench either. That is really unfortunate.
That is
wow.
A very excruciating thing to miss.
Yeah, that is really tough. It does look like she's going to go back in that general direction. We'll see if she goes up to leg eater or not. Okay, looks like she's going up to leg eater this time. But yeah, that is really tough. And a Stagna stag as well at the Mullet Totem. That will be nice as well to get you to another area with a decent number of checks that also doesn't require a lot of vertical. I just noticed how cheap all these good charms are. That's really funny. Blom flash their. Yeah.
AP almost managed to get up to the Fog Canyon map without vertical, but that skip is not the most consistent with the drift of the Umas.
Oh yeah, it can be quite a nightmare. A valiant attempt for sure, and we'll see AP checking out Stag Nest for us as well. Blom fights Moloch, so definitely getting to see a lot of new areas here open. I believe.
I'm just glad we haven't seen vertical yet, and I hope it stays.
Yeah.
Progression is looking potentially more interesting.
Oh, you're hoping you see vertical. You want to see more spice, you're saying?
Yeah. I'm an avid supporter of late vertical feeds. Especially late claw.
Yeah, I'm a big late claw enjoyer. I just did my first rando in 2 years, and most of it was wings only. And then, you know, some other stuff we ended up getting dash and the like. Well, they'll get a cheap
whilst I'm checking
stone.
probs, I think I saw a shop key and a shaman stone there. I'm not sure for how much. But...
Yep, shaman stone at 28. I missed the shop key, but in the end, I mean, we're gonna get all the grubs anyway, so it's not too much of a question.
We will be adequately rewarded for.
Yeah.
Well, the runners will be adequately rewarded for their effort.
I think we will be as well by getting to see all the happy grubbies.
Happiness at 46 grubs. Yippee.
Yippee!
So for
okay,
location. Oh, yeah, I'd completely missed the slide check.
Yeah. It is not easy to follow all the checks. with 4 runners going at once. But yeah, 2 fragile charms, each for 1 notch. We'll see. Wait, did L go to... Oh, you're saying before Dash Master? Yeah, that's truly unfortunate.
It also just feels bad to go back to a place where you've already cleared most of the checks. So
Yeah.
I'm not against just checking shops, especially with
No, I think it makes
how
sense.
many items that you can find there.
Okay, before False Knight and the Zelda. I misunderstood what Volley was saying. That makes sense. I think I totally agree with you.
This is just how I normally route shops. Is
Yeah.
Lubra first, and then going up to Dirtmouth. Assuming I have a way to get to Salubra. If not, then maybe Dirtmouth. But every runner routes differently.
So true, and that's a second simple key for... Never mind, we missed one at some point. They also have Shade Soul. Holy cow. They are, like, absolutely schmooving.
I have high hopes. 3 simple keys and no vertical.
What are your hopes, Woof? Tell us.
Very cursed progression. There could be simple key progression into more cursed things. Well, it'd be kind of disappointing if Claw was just behind Gigi or something.
No, that is fair. Yeah, the unfortunate thing is that Elle has yet to... Because the dash was at Salubra, right?
I'm pretty sure the dash was at Salubra. They might be missing charm for it.
Oh, that's very possible. Yeah.
I'm not actually sure.
Oh, Elle is poor. Okay. That is unfortunate. I think it is an oh my gosh, Plum with this 5-notch dash master. It is an unfortunate part of the early game is that managing Geo can be very difficult, and sometimes you don't know when you're going to need a ton of money for something. Like a 350 Geo dash.
AP finishing Dark Journeys for a swim while we weren't looking. A very good job.
Absolute AP moment.
And absolutely rewarded for that.
Yeah, for sure. It looks like, yep, 200 Geo at Sly will get L, and by extension Ria that dash, so that is definitely good to see. Both of them over charming for the 5-notch dash master, you love to see it.
So, with the hope that vertical is nowhere early, the locations that the runners have access to, or right now, there's Queen's Gardens with the Shade Cloak, Crystal Peak,
that was just a dream
which we're
now.
seeing from Blossom, and probably just a few one-off checks.
Yeah, not too much so far. Although, yeah, a dream nail, I think that this is a really good point from chat. Like, a dream nail and the amount of essence they have, a glade play is definitely in the works, for sure.
And with in Logic C-Dash and out of Logic Swim, they can definitely access at least the bottom row of ghosts in Spirit's Glade.
Yeah. So that's, you're getting a nice peak dark room from Blom. Oh my gosh, they do it like it's so impressive to me every time. Yeah, very nice work from them. and
Oh,
a
and we
QG
see a
stag.
QG stag. The game just is giving all the stags and none of the vertical. I love it.
Yeah, I think we're seeing a very happy Floof at this point. I don't know if we can say the same for all of our runners, but who knows? We will see right away.
One did not elect to do verticalist team mount, unfortunately, but also not something
Unfortunate.
that you'd want to do
Oh.
over Charmed.
Floof, did you see it?
Yeah, I saw it. It's okay.
Floof,
We had fun
give us your thought. How do you feel right now?
for 20 minutes. We had fun for 20 minutes.
Everybody, please give your condolences in the chat to Floofy Shark, who hoped for a really good seed.
That's also a check that me and Khan might get very, very late, given that Khan does not like killing his friend. Zero.
Fragile charm
What an
behind Divine.
unfortunate
That's
check.
really silly. Yeah.
Late clone like this, if you believe in custom injector. I believe in custom injector. Yeah, but claw now means that basically the entire map is open to blue team from Hidden Station Stag. They can get to all of Right City, into Edge with Swim and Sea Dash.
Yep.
Yeah, there's really not much they can't do at this point.
Yeah, and we're gonna see a whole glade and a half from AP here. A ton of checks with Ghost Essence as one of our gimmicks. And yeah, Floof, I think massive opening up of the map that goes on here. We see our ninth grub from Blue Team. Yeah, these are so clean.
The Mark of Pride is certainly helped, but these are...
Yeah. Zero notch Mark of Pride. Oh, we cursed it.
Curse.
Whoopsie. A little bit of comms curse for you on this fine evening.
Rhea finally getting... Oh my god. And it's wings in Glade.
And it's
That's a very quick full movement. All in resting. Well,
really, the Dream Nail really set things wide open. AP making sure our lovely restreamer Volley sleeps tonight. You really do love to see it. Huge thanks to our iconic restreamer Volley, by the way.
So progression this seed was Dreamnail in... Was it Cliffs or Sea Peak?
I believe the Dreamnail was in Cliffs. I believe AP found the Dreamnail in Cliffs.
Okay, so... Purple team needs to find, the Stagna Stag and...
Stagna Stag.
Make their way towards Cliffs, which Rhea's doing right now, because they probably don't want to follow Elle's footsteps into Crossroads or Fungal. So the Stag is a nice...
For sure. Yeah, it looks like we're going to see that right away. So that does give the hope of finding that claw pretty quickly. It's, from my memory, as best she serves me, it's in a pretty normal location to check, so the Dream Nail at least. But immediately saying, okay, I'm going to go back and do 0 is maybe a little bit less with an intuition.
Yeah. And I don't think it's very likely that Purple team will go through Sea Peak, so doing 0 will have to be a very deliberate decision to go from rushing rounds.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Because without a lantern, and levels of comfort with the Sea Peaks Darkroom Parry, and with no vertical yet, it's definitely just not something to do intuitively. It looks like we will see AP checking out the rest of Crips, including this Grubby, and Blom, Meemamar, going about Right City, which is very comfy with full movement now.
I'm interested to see if Blossom will head to Edge and also take
Yeah.
Deep Nest for Hollow's Out, or if they might wait and see to see if they can find like Tram Pass or something that makes potentially it easier for AP to get those areas.
Yeah. Definitely will be interesting to see. And I mean, there's just like also there's a whole ton to do right now. But I agree with you with Tram Pass on the board. I think it is definitely valid to, wait and see. We will see that Dream Mail from Purple Team, so they're at least on the trail, but it's a difficult trail to follow.
Yeah, with Dreamnail, they have access to Divine, which AP is checking right now. Part of Glade, and already quite a few Dream Warriors. So Zero
Yep.
might not be the first thing on the list.
No, for sure not. I would not have it would not be the first thing in my intuition. And even for Blom, it was more of just something that was on the way. It made sense. There is a simple key behind that Fragile Heart at Divine. So you have to give a different Fragile Charm to Divine to get Fragile Heart. I think it's a simple key, but that does mean we're going to be 4 for 4 on Blue Team.
Pretty sure that just officially puts the entire map in logic with 4 keys. With the exception of specific areas that just happen to be locked behind.
Yes,
Rampass
such as the
and
Love Key
Buffy.
Blom just picked up.
I'm surprised Blue Team hasn't headed into Abyss yet, but Abyss could also just be a bait.
Right. It's very hard to know, especially with that King's Brand being so much earlier in the chain. It definitely is interesting to see. We will see Elle heading into peaks here. We'll see how far she chooses to go, but definitely a good sign for Purple Team finding progression.
Rhea choosing to light the lantern first. We're seeing Fungal and storerooms and or Sanctum potentially from Blue Team, while Purple Team is catching up on progression.
Looks like this will be Mantis Lords from AP, which is on the board. Oh, there's an E key. Okay, that's why Blom was going out and back to get that E key before Syncdown. Definitely makes sense to do. And we can see that Elle has warped out of peak, unfortunately, but I mean, it makes sense without a lantern or vertical to not continue there.
Yeah, it's not in logic to go from there. And it's not exactly the easiest thing to do.
Right. Yeah, but I think that at this point, purple has definitely realized to some degree that blue has vertical, considering they've now marked both Willow's Meal and things like Sanctum Waterways and Mantis Lords. There's definitely the implication that's out there.
Willow's Meal,
We will.
the fact that blue definitely has wings.
Yeah, exactly.
Blue is in a very comfortable lead in terms of progression and goals.
Yeah, we're looking at about a 60 check lead here, and I think that just goes to show, I mean, first of all, Blob and AP, ridiculously efficient team. Oh, there's our first streamer. There's Hera. Ridiculously efficient team, but also just really able to capitalize on the movement they have. We will see Gigi here. Whoa, went through Gigi like crazy. Okay, there's a Lurian at Gigi for 9 eggs. Dreamgate.
Oh, there's
Another
another
claw.
claw.
That is definitely a blessing for purple team. Provides them an alternative to work towards.
Considering, well, they'd have to find enough eggs for it.
Yeah. I believe it was 6 eggs, which is sizable, but definitely not unattainable.
It really just depends on how willing the seed is to give up its eggs.
Yeah, this is absolutely true. AP has so many charms equipped. Oh my goodness.
That is a lot of charm.
Yeah, genuinely,
Besides
I'm kind of
Dash
astounded,
Master.
including Joni's.
Yeah, besides Dash Master.
Yeah, overcharmed with the 5 charm Dash Master.
Most of the charms are probably really nice in terms of cost.
Yeah. There is a Dash Slash. And another simple key. Is there a dupe simple key?
Yeah, there are usually 2 duped simple keys in every seed.
Oh, I didn't even know. Wow. New knowledge.
It just makes simple key logic a bit nicer for the players.
For sure. Yet another stag, but not one of interest. We've already been to King Station. And yep, AP heading into Deep Nest, so he may become the designated target for the Deep Nest KE traversal as Blom fights Soul Tyrant.
Yeah, and Blossom hasn't really touched Edge yet, so it's still a nice split for them.
Yeah, especially now that there's a King Station stag, there's really not any reason for it not to be delegated to AP because, I mean, he's the one who.
Did AP
When did the
go
Grubby
from
Blom's
Mantis Lords?
Yeah.
That's a route I almost never take. If I'm going to Deep Nest, I usually go through, or to Light Deep Nest, I go through the fungal, like, Spore Shroom. Which, with Queen's Garden Stag, means you can get a lot of checks along the way in Queen QG, and also the Spore Shroom checks.
Makes sense.
But it's not necessarily a bad route, it's just a different route.
Yeah. I do want to note that L has finally visited. Oh no. Blom, no! Blom, please.
Okay. Tyrant is
so unfortunate.
Tyrant can be a bit mean.
Tyrant can be really mean. Elle has finally visited Dashmaster. Definitely was, I'm sure, a sensation.
And we're seeing 0 from
He's just very
Rhea,
moody.
so...
Oh,
Oh,
huge?
you need a background pogo for this.
You can do it. You can do it. Yeah. Okay. Maybe again.
Yeah, just reload the room. And that...
Yeah.
Yeah, that actually reminds me that 0, as far as I know, is not actually in Logic. Because Blossom took the
Wait,
dark
really?
room down to 0, and to get to 0 from... Wait,
Oh.
is it? Actually, I'm not sure if you can C-dash over from the tram to do it without a background.
So does that make 6x our logical claw?
It might not actually. I think you
I also
may
think
be able to just go from the tram.
it's possible that maybe logic intends wings from Blade before claw, and then you're just supposed to use the wings to go fight 0.
Well, in any case, it's a claw.
In any case,
Um,
big win. Oh, we see some happy jumpies from Rhea. This definitely has to be a good feeling after almost 40 minutes without vertical.
yeah. Oh, wait.
And there is the Zote save from AP, so he has committed himself to the Endless Journey TM. And we're gonna see Glade shortly from Rhea here, so very quickly, purple team is gonna get their full kits. Although they are fairly behind, it will definitely also just be a general nice feeling. Although I guess we're not seeing... Okay, maybe we're getting Shrine of Believers first before we do
Yeah,
Rhea's
activating Revik early is not something Rhea wants to do.
That definitely makes sense. Here we go. Yeah, Revik is not a fun and enjoyable individual.
Oh, and also Veil, I meant like C-dashing from the direction of like the tram, which I think the transition there is actually raised above where the platform where 0 is. So it might actually just be in Logic. I didn't like load a Hollow Knight save to check that.
Wait, did you actually?
Yes.
Massive shoutouts to Flu for not only being a massive cutie, but also an iconic researcher.
Oh, Rhea.
Oh yay!
That was
Oh, yeah.
hitting Revik with the Dream Nail.
I mean, it's what you're supposed to do eventually.
Yeah.
Right idea, wrong timing. Oh! Oh.
That was
Oh,
a
that was
very
harsh.
nice
I
blade.
shouldn't. No. Revik, no bully.
Rhea got pretty far. But Revik is
Yeah.
indeed kind of the bully.
Yeah.
Well, is Revik really the bad one here? When we're murdering all of her friends?
Yeah, but we didn't, like, Revik didn't have to deal 2 masks of damage like that, you know?
So it'd be okay if it was 1 mask.
Yeah, it would.
I see.
That being said, if anybody Dreamnails Joni, they should take 5 masks of damage right away.
Well, AP did check Joni's blessing. I didn't see a dream mail Joni, but Ghost Essence
I also
was
didn't see
in
a
fact
dream mail
on.
Joni. I don't think he had dream mail at that point.
Oh, this is true. So Joni is safe for
Lest
now.
the seed knew. And there's wings for Rhea! Massive
Oh.
victory.
Just in time.
Okay, Bill, maybe that part wasn't as massive of a victory. 5-notch fluke nest, discouraging equipping fluke nest. You really do love to see it.
Why is Elle going back to Overgrown Mound? Did she take a death? Okay. Well,
I think she
might
took a
have
death.
died. Yeah.
Wow,
Unfortunate.
that is fully upgraded spells for blue team. So they are very comfy going around now. But purple definitely feeling comfier too. You really gotta shout out Bria for putting in all this work in the glade.
Yeah,
Grabbing
it's
that shade.
not exactly easy to dodge Revik and get all of
Oh
these
no,
checks.
not in the slightest.
I mean, AP made it look super easy, but
Yeah,
it takes a lot of practice.
exactly. Yeah, and I think even Rhea has done a really great job here. I'm not sure if Dream Shield is blocking Revik, but I think it's definitely putting in a lot of moral support, and that's really what matters at the end of the day.
This is Dark Deepness from Distant Voyage from AP.
Oh my gosh.
I believe.
AP doing all the dark rooms today except for the ones Blom does.
Oh, and a Duke Dreamer at Overgrown
Duke
Mound.
Dreamer at Mound.
Rewarded for her.
Yes, you really do love to see it, especially because it it is very nice in a case in which you don't want to get 9 eggs. Oh, there's a full King Soul, which is definitely nice too. So Blom finding that, and it's nice because Purple Team will really choose to do more of Pika at some point. They've done very little, so they're likely to find that as well.
AP went through those dark rooms so fast.
Yeah,
that was
I'm amazed.
Extremely practiced movement.
Yeah, this is definitely like a masterclass in just effective movement. Wait, Floof, I have a question. What is that nothing check for?
I believe it's one of the jump pit chests.
Okay.
When you hit it,
Gotcha.
who applies escape, and it's aptly named Nothing in random.
That makes sense. I like the nothing with a question mark. By the way, chat, this is your reminder to drink water. We're having a really great time, but it will be even better if you keep drinking water. I also just... Oh, see? If you drink water, you get woke mail. Bam, done.
White powers, yippee!
I just appreciate the over-charming commitment from Blue Team here. It really is something else.
You can't not overcharm it.
I mean, if you're gonna go do every dark room under the sun and a bunch of bosses and stuff, I don't know. I just think it shows a certain level of gamer that is very iconic.
Doing dark rooms overcharmed is a different level.
Mm-hmm. Dark rooms overcharmed with Jonies, in particular. Every time they flash those screens when they inventory drop.
think we're actually seeing checks from purple that blue hasn't gotten, just going into QG.
Yeah, one thing that's notable here is that they never found Isma's or Swim.
Right. I think Isma's might have been... Was it? It was either Beasten or Base Simple Key? My memory.
I think you're right.
I don't know. I
My
don't
memory also
really
doesn't
remember.
serve me.
But L opting not to try for the acid skip and just warp out.
Yeah. But does remember to dream now Willow's meal, which is definitely very iconic. We see the 20th grub from blue team. Absolute me mama moment. 21 grub. Wait, do all the grubs have unique names?
I think Blossom has a mod installed that just renames all the grubs.
That is a
Provided-
truly beautiful thing.
Provided that I think it actually renames the locations, and not
That
like
makes sense.
the actual items. So if you happen to randomize grubs, you might get weirdly named Lord Haplets, for example.
Interesting. Chat, Edmund pointing out that Swim was at Dark Jonies. Thank you for the reminder. So yeah, they're probably unlikely to get this Swim anytime soon. But yeah, that Ismers was fairly early in progression.
One thing I think Purple Team is forgetting right now is their Hidden Station stack, which with Claw just lets you get to most of right side, which would definitely be a better split for them.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
Yeah. Although I think Rhea might not be super comfortable with that area of the game.
Yeah, it's definitely not the friendliest.
Going through
doing a very
Broken
thorough
Bridge is
job.
always a journey, for sure.
Yeah. It is not a fun room. Oh, there is Whiteheart at Quick Slash there. So they now have everything minus 2 dreamers. And 1 dreamer that they know the location of.
Oh, did you check
Big grubby little
Egg
grub.
Shop?
They did check Egg Shop.
Okay.
Lantern at Howl Nest Crown. That is really unfortunate for Purple Team.
Well, maybe not, because L might be starting a clear of peaks.
It's very possible. Are we gonna see the dark room from her? We may. Okay. This would be really awesome. We're gonna see Spike Tunnel from Blom. Overcharmed. So many girls. Okay. There we go. Very nice Spike Tunnel into lower waterways from Blom. Especially Overcharmed. Continues to amaze me every day. And Elle has made it through the dark room. This is just a straight up Shroom Pog moment because Elle was telling me before the race that she's much newer to the game. And being able to do the Peaks dark room is no small task. I admire that massively.
Yeah. Very good job from L. And I was gonna say that I'm not quite sure about Blossom's decision to spike tunnel into waterways. They have more than enough simple keys. I just feel like it's
They have
probably
more
faster.
simple keys than they could.
It's probably faster to
Is
just
it
go
faster?
in from the top. Well, there's a whole stretch of... There's quite a few rooms where you just have to go through without any checks.
Yeah.
So it just feels worse to me to spike tunnel in when
That
you
makes
have
sense.
access to
No,
the simple key.
Yeah, I think when your team has 5 simple keys, it probably makes a little bit more sense to just use what you got. But at the same time, I will give the Monomon. I will give Blom maximum style points for that.
Yes.
Yep, Monomon at Camp Bench.
Oh, struggling a little bit with the Crystal Hunter, one of the more annoying enemies in the game.
Definitely, definitely a least favorite enemy of mine personally. You will see AP heading up. God, this movement is just immaculate. Heading up KE, gradually towards that Kalos out, but grabbing checks along the way. L does make it past the Crystal Hunters, which is a huge win.
And getting free heals off of the...
Yeah.
What is this? The Shard Bite?
Yeah, it's
very
something
nice.
like that.
I played one journal
I'm sure I checked
and I saw Shard Bite journal, so I'm just gonna assume that's what it's called.
Yeah.
Rhea finally going into right side from Hidden Station.
Very, very nice. We love to see this for Rhea. Mad respect for her going through this part of the map that is frankly lousy. Oh, we're gonna see Abyss here. We have not yet seen Abyss. So,
I guess it makes sense.
What is that grubby doing?
Because blue team...
They are in your walls.
Blue team needs to get all the grubs, obviously. And the only thing that they really need at this point is Trampas. Because they know where all the dreamers are, they have Void Heart. So just hoping that they'll find Trampas while saving all the other grubs is probably a good move.
Yeah. No, I think that makes the most sense. Does Blom's mod have one grub follow them for each grub they've saved?
I think it's something like that. Grub train is a blessing.
The grub train is a blessing. This is the first time I've seen it and I adore it. Yeah, we're gonna see a pretty continued full clear of peaks from L. This is good because, well, except for deep focus, I guess. Which is on the board. Maybe getting the bench.
A lot of deep focus. It is on the board. Deep focus is something that a lot of people skip until after they get the bench. Sometimes it's just not having the movement for it, or that it's just kind of slow.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. And we'll see Crystal Guardian as well as Rhea does Slipping Cloud.
I think blue team has enough for Shaman Stone.
No.
Unfortunate death from Rhea.
Yeah, super unfortunate. Yeah, that'll be Shopkey, and I think you're right, Flufa, Shaman Stone at 28 grubs. Very, very impressive. And the
So very
two-notch
nice.
Shaman Stone will be
Charm.
a welcome addition to the massive charm collection, as well as Spell Twister. Wow. Decked out on the blue team side.
Yeah, AP
Blom
is
about to find the
very,
Cube Dreamer.
very charmed right now. Very charming.
Yes. Charming, you could say.
Yeah.
Wow, we had it at the same time. Floof, we share the brain cell.
I don't know. I feel like I'm feeling your brain cell.
No, it's our brain cell. We have it together.
Our singular brain.
Singular brain cell. Yippee! L taking a death to CG2, but fortunately it's very easy. You just go back up. As Rhea is successfully making it back into the abyss, into birthplace. Checking out all those checks there. No, not Yippee for death to CG2! That was not what I said! Oh god, it's gonna get good. Oh no. Please, L, if you watch this back, know that I would never yippee for your death. I have struggled. I died to CG2 20 times consecutively in my casual, and it made me rage so bad that I almost flipped over a large couch. So,
That is impressive.
I feel your pain.
A large couch. I think dying to CG1 is the correct move. If you don't have
Dying
double
to
vertical.
CG1.
Dying to CG1 is optimal. You get to do CG2.
Oh, for the shade skip you're saying.
Also, for new speedrunners, I think you should really just start with CG2%. It's a very good beginner speedrun.
It actually is a very good beginner speed.
I say this with no hint of sarcasm in my voice.
It's really cursed, isn't it? You made me forget first. I believed you. I believed you.
Oh my god.
Oh, Alice gonna find
Lantern. Grim
Lantern.
child at Voidheart Climb.
It is indeed a grim child. Rhea will have no cost too great for grim child apparently.
That
and we are
might
gonna
not
see...
be important given this board. Unless Master Grimm hides a tram pass.
That would be perhaps some of the funniest stuff ever. So AP is starting Collar 1. We really do share a brain cell.
I don't know if there was anything there. But they are almost in go mode, so it doesn't hurt to get it out of the way early, especially with full shade spells and Shaman Stone.
Yeah, volley confirming it was just a relic. This is for Zote, but I mean it makes sense to AP on these long goals, Blom taking care of these grubs. Yeah, definitely a good split here. Yeah, huge cheers on for AP as he takes on this Kahlo. Has shown us nothing but really impressive gameplay today, so I'm confident, but not in a way not in a cursed way. Ooh, Floof, what are your thoughts on Trampass Black Egg?
It's possible. I still think it's probably less funny, just because Black Egg is not something you super have to go out of your way for. It's just a nice bench to have.
Yes, perhaps you have to go in the way for.
But we have seen all three Dreamers and the dupe so there certainly could be some form of progression at Black Hag.
Yeah, absolutely possible. This looks like it's gonna be both the way up high QG grub and also green path root from Blanc.
Maybe finishing up Call
And we're gonna
1.
see.
That was really
Yeah,
quick.
exactly.
Having
That was so fast.
so much damage certainly helps.
Yeah.
Thankfully, not insane enough to overcharm for the collar.
And now we will see a hearty beating of Zote the Mighty.
Really one of the hardest fights in the game. Oh, so beautiful.
That was just a clear demonstration of technical proficiency. You know, after thousands of hours playing the video game Hollow Knight by Team Cherry, a small indie game studio from Adelaide, Australia, we can see Hollow Knight runner Apress demonstrate the maximum level of technical proficiency in his quick defeat of Zote the Mighty.
I will take issue with Blossom's routing of Green Path route though.
Tell us more.
I believe it is faster to C-dash off of the first wall into the thorns to get those essence orbs and respawn back at the top, and then go up and around for the rest of the orbs. At least that's what the AWR route does. I think. It's been a while.
This is good to know.
There is a more optimal route
Showing us
with wings if you have the falling platform above the grub already. But I don't know. I always just do the C-dash.
We learned so many things, especially from your speedrunning expertise.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, and maybe it's not faster by much or at all. But I would like to think that I can do Green Path
And I would like to believe you.
decently fast. Blossom finishing off Vader Lord for the White Lady cloth check, or White Lady check and the cloth check, as well as the grub, since I believe they have dash slash.
We do have a dash slash, yes.
Oh, and it was that cloth. It would be really amazing if there were no dupes, and this was intended.
It really would be. It would also be painful.
I should ask the TOs if turn
I think that maybe no. Insane Gruzmother kill from AP. I can't believe he pulled that off.
Hasn't been through drops. I'm not sure what this is for actually.
Yeah. Nor am I.
Oh, Blossom
Oh,
might
it's a
just
check
be
shop key.
Blossom might just be busy with other things.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, going up to Spire to get that grub, I am wondering if we will see a Lurian check. Definitely possible with 2 Dreamers checks on the board. You hate Umo.
Yeah, blue team has cleared off a lot of the map.
Yeah, I mean,
there's really not much left for them to do besides like Abyss and White Palace, which don't contain any grubs. So
yeah. So why would we go there? Why would we act if not to save a grub?
Mama. Oh, and Tram
And yeah.
Pass conveniently located at Fog Canyon Charm Notch. I think this is just go mode for blue team at this point.
Yeah, this is exactly that, Floof. We are in full go mode now. I'm very sad Tram Pass wasn't at TMG, but I'm happy that I will be going to sleep tonight, and I'm sure Volley's probably happy about that too. How many charms is that? Oh my gosh.
But
Are we finally?
it's not enough, I think. I think there needs to be more charms, clearly.
Oh, okay. Understood.
More charms.
Oh, okay, so I guess
Blossom,
we're not going to get Watch Your Mate turn blonde.
Yeah, so AP is probably going to do Monomon and Hera for the Dreamer checks. There's Dream Bosses on the board, so looks like Blossom might be going for Lost Kin.
Yes.
And Blossom already did Tyrant, so it looks like a finish is very close for blue team.
Yeah, well within reach, especially with all this work Blom has been doing to save grubbies. I mean, we are fast approaching at 41 grubs with only 5 to go. We're fast approaching the end. And I believe they have sufficient Egu to get Lyrian, but I could be mistaken.
If they don't, it would be a little, but at this point with most of the map cleared, they probably have enough.
Yeah, and if not, I mean, I'm sure there's enough in shops.
So purple team doesn't know it yet that blue is in go mode.
Yeah.
But in terms of tiebreaker goals that they could easily do, there's CG2 and Deep Focus and Peak that Elle can do with the newly obtained D-Dart. We're gonna get
Is it Sanctum or
Soul
Waterways?
Sanctum very soon. And I don't know if Ria's been doing Devouts, but that's also an accessible goal.
Oh wait. Elle did Deep Focus? She might.
Elle already did Deep Focus? I have not been very strong on the observant part of calling.
Yeah, I mean, Floof has the brain cell right now, so...
I don't feel like I have the brain cell.
Yeah. I think that... I just don't know if they went back down for it.
I don't think it's too big of a deal at this point.
Yeah.
We can just check after the race, regardless.
Yeah, that makes sense.
To them retroactively.
Good ideas.
Yeah,
we have now taken Illyrian.
Yeah, at this point, I
So
think purple has to know that blue is in go mode. And we didn't see
yeah.
Rhea doing these devouts.
Yeah, I think that once you're seeing all of these obtains back to back and also seeing the fact that they've got 9 Agu, yeah, the signs are there.
So I want to see.
Yeah.
I think it would be good for Elle to go into peak and clean up those. Yep, she's warping to
Yay!
peak.
And we're gonna get it. So good
And
luck,
if
Elle.
possible, we try to do a quick Umu for the second Dreamer check.
Yeah, painful but sensical. Although they don't have a Bishreek, so it'd be a little bit more annoying.
Elle could also go for Mantis
Oh,
Lord
unfortunately.
with the benches that
Yeah,
she
which
has.
might be a little bit comfier. Rhea does manage to take down 6 Stalking the Best, which is small feat because they are so annoying. And we'll see Elle give another crack at CZ2.
Oh, and it does look like Elle wants deep focus.
Huge. Very
Probably
wonderful.
just forgot enemy both of them.
Yeah. Commentary moment.
CG2 not being very nice here.
No, an
Another
absolute bully.
enemy deals 2 damage. Okay, Rhea making the, I would like to say, correct play of doing Umu and trying to get the second Dreamer check before blue finished. CG2 and going for Mantis Lords instead.
Totally fair.
Good decisions.
And Blum will head into Black Egg. Good decisions from all parties. So yeah, we'll see with a 46 grub train for Blum. We will see THK and Radiance fights from both of Blue Team's runners. Given the amount of damage they have and the insane amount of charms, it should go pretty okay, but I don't want to phrase things in absolute terms because then it just becomes a balance curse.
Yeah, and it really has been such an insane lead from blue throughout.
Yeah.
Which was aided by the fact that they got dash so much earlier, and also just going through progression a lot quicker.
Yeah.
I think
No, absolutely.
the early game routing decisions really helped with that.
Really paid off. The Grubdians. Oh my gosh, the Grubdians.
I don't know whose audio is up, but if it's Blossom's, then your ears are
And then we're
truly
probably
blessed
hearing
right
that
now.
too.
Oh, it's still
That's
Outlaws.
Al's audio. Hey, Mantis Lord's theme is a pretty good track as well, but it isn't the Grubdians.
It isn't the Grubdians. It's just not the same.
And we will see Rhea dispatch Umu and Elle in the second phase of Mantis Lords. So it looks like both of Purple Team's members are going to be able to get one last check off before GG's.
Yeah, and this will put... I wanted to say what the final score would be, but counting is hard. I don't think I'm
Counting
in
is
possession
really
of the brain cell.
Okay, let me try.
It has escaped me.
3, 12.
Purple did not, in fact, mark Soul Sanctum. That one I know for sure. I will mark it.
Okay. That's just in the nick of time. We will get 2 goals from purple team as AP lands that final void hit on Radiance, which will indeed be GG's. Okay, so it seems like all of our runners are done. It seems like purple team is done and ready for interviews. So we can welcome them in. Hello, Rhea and LGGs.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey.
That was one of the seeds ever.
GG's Blum.
Yeah. Finally, we got a seed that didn't give us clawfers.
Yeah, literally.
GGAP.
GG. Grab hat.
Grab hat.
Perfect.
I think this was maybe my most brain empty rando.
It's okay, me too. My movement was not great, and I died to Soul Tyrant at the very end.
That was unfortunate.
I
our
was
hearts went out to
unhappy.
you.
Blossom and I decided at some point that our strategy was going to be make comms as scared for our lives as possible.
Okay, was that why you were equipping like 10 charms?
Well,
Yeah.
I overturned Master because it was 5.
Yeah,
It got hit
Dash is just good.
anyway, so, but it was fine. I only almost
Yeah,
died to
I have
two enemies
confidence
like
in
once.
you. I would never be scared.
We weren't actually all that scared. We would just kind of like look at AP's charm list inventory dropping out of a dark room, and we would just be like, "Oh my god, okay." Over charmed with Jonies. Yep.
Yeah, a normal thing
for
to do.
realsies.
It's okay. I had deep focus.
Mhm.
Ah.
Helpful with
Yeah, the deep
Jonies.
focus Joni is a combo. It's really good.
Yippee.
Fascinating.
Because it takes
Yippee
you longer
indeed.
to focus, but you can't focus, so you never need to have a slow focus.
Is this
It's big time
ADHD?
save.
I think we're seeing all new tech from AP here. New charm tech.
Yeah. I mean, we really
Keep
have to
this in
commend you,
mind.
AP. Like, all of the movement was so clean. The dark rooms from both AP, Blom, and also L. Very iconic.
EL.
Yippee.
Oh, that dark room was awesome.
Oh, thanks.
I had no idea.
I looked away from a game in a
That
dark
is-
room, and it was a bad idea. Apparently, we didn't mark one extra mask when we got it, and I looked at the board and I was like, "Oh shoot."
Oh, I forgot to open the board
Also,
until we were
Soul
already
Sanctum.
playing. And I was like, Rhea, wait,
Oh.
there's goals. I have to open the board. I was at Stone
following
Sink
in.
bench and I was like, oh
We had
god.
a start for sure.
Oh,
It
no.
was so funny.
It's okay. It was loaded in before the countdown, so it was okay.
Oh, we have a question from chat. Why are the runners so cute?
True, we are
Oh,
cute.
So
Yeah.
true.
Oh.
Why is chat so cute?
We're cute because we're grubs.
True.
Yeah.
Mama.
Meow.
So many grubbies.
So many
Oh,
grubbies.
I do have to ask. The moment of going to Dashmaster and seeing that it was a dash. What was that like for you?
Oh, it was.
Oh no.
I was like, yeah, that. We didn't get Dash too long after I missed Dashmaster. I was not thinking.
Yeah.
I forgot that we had Krista Heart and that I can just get across that way. I was like, oh, I don't know the jump that well, the press jump across. And then I got
I was
stuck,
so
and then I
sad.
got angry, and I killed the the mantis, and then I was like, oh, now I'm stuck down here with one
Oh,
health,
no.
and I have C dash, and I can't go anywhere, and so I just left it and came
Yeah, we
back.
felt so bad.
Yeah, that was a silly brain moment.
Oops.
It's okay. Floof and I have been trading off one brain cell this entire time.
It makes it fun.
It
It's-
does.
It's brain cell randomizer day too. That was the other gimmick,
Yeah.
the secret third gimmick.
That is so true.
Yeah, I think it wasn't our team that had the brain cell today.
I think AP was
How
the
did
only
you feel
one
about
Yeah,
with
the
the
start?
brain cell.
AP
These
was early
start
to brain cell.
locations are so awkward. It's just like
It
Yeah.
was, yeah.
I don't really like having to double up Green Path. I think I would have liked it more if somebody was like in Crossroads and one was in Green Path or something.
yeah. I mean, I think once we had C Dash, and it's like, well, I need to find something. I need to find anything to do that isn't going to Crossroads.
I was wondering why you were avoiding
Well,
Bumble and
Well, because Blossom
Crossroads.
was gonna do Crossroads. I don't know. I
we were
didn't feel
saying
worth
you do
doubling up.
Crossroads, no you do Crossroads, no you
Yeah.
do Crossroads.
I also had no money for shop, so it was like I don't really want to be the one doing
Yeah.
Crossroads with 200 geo to my
Oh, right.
name.
Say, yeah, I had 200 geo and then I saw the dash at Salubra and I was like,
Hmm.
or I had 140 or something and I think it was 200. I don't know what it was, but I was just short. And so then I
Yeah.
rushed Sly and like prayed that Sly and Zelda had geo for me, and they did. The very end of Sly.
For Geo. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did people like because I thought it was really funny the dream nail at the soul totem right below Grim, the Grim Lantern?
Okay, so it was below the
Oh,
lantern
yeah.
and not right next to it. I was
It
like,
was the lantern.
okay. I was like, did I just fall down even though I could have gone to Grim? I was thinking about it after, and I was like, it
Yeah.
feels good that it was below and not next to it.
No, but I did. I found it. I pogoed back up to it. I wasn't sure if it could work, but I pogoed off the crawlets to get back, and I just thought that was funny.
Yippee.
It's a very full dream allocation.
Yeah. And then with Joni's, we didn't go
Joni
back for
didn't get
Joni,
email.
but
Good.
also, did people know that you could fake dive the Joni's dive floor?
Neat.
Is there any dive floor that you can't fake dive?
Yeah, the
besides
Markov relic one.
Is
Yeah,
that the only one?
maybe.
That's maybe the worst one to not be able to fake dive.
It really is.
Actually.
I've seen someone get a fake dive on there one time. I've seen it once, and I don't know how it worked. It was a thing.
Somebody better find a subpixel setup
I've
for
tried,
this. I
I've
am
tried.
sick of backtracking. I am so sick of backtracking.
I think it was on 1.4 though. It was like a long time ago. So maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's not even real anymore.
I mean, I swear fake dives are more lenient on 1.5, but maybe that's like placebo of some sort. Who knows?
It's all spaghetti.
True.
Spaghetti all the way down.
Yeah.
Yes. All the way down to fake dive you miss. Well, thank you so much. We've had a really wonderful time commentating, despite our absent brain cells. It's been a very wonderful race to watch, and I think both teams put in a really awesome effort and showed us some great stuff. Is there anything you'd like to say before we sign off?
Today I did Petra Arena hitless, and if you've been following my Petra Arena journey, I didn't die yesterday for the first time, and then I didn't get hit today, and that was
Wait,
my proudest moment.
do you have a Petra
Oh
Arena
my god,
journey?
yes.
I do, because every other
Because
race
I
I've been in
also
it, and
have.
I've died like 3 times. Oh my
I
god.
hate Petra Arena. It's my least favorite pit. I hate it so much that I have like somebody wrote out a full like multiple paragraph copy pasta about me and the Mantis Petra.
I love that. See, you and I are similar in this journey, and I'm gonna need that copy pasta later.
Yes.
Ella's doing better than me. I think I died to Petra Arena in the last race.
I've died like so many times, Floof, I understand. But today I did it hitless, and I was very proud. So that was my last little thing. Thank you so much for commentating, though, and thank you for the restreamer veil. Thanks, chat, and thank you, Ria, and thank you, AP and Blom.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Sarah.
Cuties, cuties, cuties. All of you.
Yes.
Thanks, comms. Thanks, restreamer.